Welcome to Game Over, guys! We're playing, what's it called?
Mop game. Viscera cleanup. Wait, is this like a side novella for Shadow Warrior where you clean up after your character?
Correcto.
Oh my god. I can do it, I can clean. Yeah. Why is this a game, Brian?
For making so people understand how the levels get cleaned.
Oh, fuck.
There you go.
This helps me appreciate the Oh man, the fucking
all those hard-working janitors out there. Wait. Oh. Good one.
Fuck.
Oh. Watch you
fucking kids.
This is the perfect Drew job.
God damn it. Dude.
Oh.
Working at a college, I understand how much of a mess thoughtless people just make.
Ninjas.
Yeah. Especially when it's snowy.
Oh.
Or muddy.
To your left.
Sorry.
Oh, hey! Ninjas! Behind you.
Oh! I better not make more footprints. Alright. So, why did we decide to play this, Brian?
I wanted to see you embrace your inner janitor.
Oh, I fucking missed one. Where's my weapon? There.
Your weapon?
Yes, my weapon, alright?
Weapon against dirt and grime.
Listen, if I were a janitor, I'd be that one who's like spinning that shit in the hallway, like, whoa!
Yeah, we've got it. Ooh! You can apparently smack things. For really aggressive stains.
Oh, damn it. Got my feet wet.
I hope as a janitor you can jump that. Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, we've got it in our blood. Our grandfather was what was he? He was a groundskeeper, so he...
Oh! Come on!
What is that about? Oh, Drew.
Oh!
Drew, you're making it worse for you! Put it in the bucket.
This is just as frustrating as I assumed it would be. How
do
do I grab?
You hit your buttons. What's that?
What is that?
Oh boy. Stain detector?
Might be.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, so we have that.
What's this farty version of it?
Guts and bits, broken glass,
Okay.
blood,
Got it.
hand? Maybe you just have to... Yeah.
Get in there.
Oh,
Get in there!
Oh boy.
Let go!
Oh.
It won't let go.
You have to learn how your hands work. What did you hit to get it in there?
Son of a fuck!
Oh boy. I saw you. Alright.
Come on.
Mess cleaned.
How do I rotate?
You're asking me like I played this. It's it. Yeah, there it is. That's a mess. There's that.
Damn it!
Oh.
Alright.
Yeah? Maybe just clean everything up sideways. Stomp in the blood. Alright, so. We have a long legacy of cleaners. We have at least one... Well, actually, I used to do cleanup stuff, too.
Really?
Yeah, when I cleaned up Super Lab.
Oh, yeah.
That was my superhero origin story. Because it was the day that the manhole lid got blasted out of the lawn at the college. And this was when I was... I had agreed to help clean up the labs and everything. It was like a summer job. And one of the labs was called Super Lab, and it was down in the basement of the... It was down in the basement of the biology department. And I got called in, and the start of the day was a manhole cover shot 30 feet into the air out of the ground. And that's when I got the call. Cue to me just laying in, like, you know, a dimly lit room with, like, the blinds dappling light across my face. Hello? We need you. And I grabbed my mop. Oh! Excuse me.
Did someone just call you?
Hello?
Be right back.
Dan, edit that out. So, I got called, I grabbed my mop, and I went to the campus to go clean. There might be a bucket somewhere you can clean in.
Yeah, maybe I can bring a bucket around.
Ah! But, I got called in, and this was down at Super Lab. It was this old stone building, huge stone building, no cell coverage at all. We get to the campus, and apparently the reason the manhole went flying, like the manhole lid, that 100-pound metal disc went flying in the air, was because it had rained. And when it rained, it apparently flooded a transformer underground, I guess, in the yard. And it caused pressure to build up and up and up, till the manhole lid just went flying, it went flying sky high. This caused the main to burst, and the building started flooding.
Yay!
So it started up at the top floor of a 5-story building, this big old stone castle. So we walk in the main entrance, and it's Dad and I. And we're looking, and there's just water dripping out of the ceiling through the lecture hall, and we went, oh, that means it's coming from above. We go up, find the top floor. We managed to figure out where the leak was coming from. We realized the power's out in the building.
Great.
So we had to go and save the freezers, because it's a biology department. There's your bucket.
Yeah.
They have those minus 80 freezers for preserving decades worth of research. So those super, super cold research things weren't getting power. And in order to save, literally all of the research, we had to get new power cables and run them from another building that had power. So we had to go out to a hardware store and get, super gauge, not just an extension cord, but, a hardcore heavy draw extension cord. This thing was, as thick as, a wiffle bat. So we got those. We ran them across the building and got all those freezers hooked up. So we preserved the research and we got power to it. And then I had to go into the lab. And this was all the way downstairs where all the water had accumulated. And I got down into the basement. It was only a little bit of light from those basement windows that are up at the top of the room. And Dad was like, all right, go clean all this. All right, sure. And I put on my lab coat, get the galoshes on, and the big latex gloves, and I'm just pulling all the equipment out. Stuff like the microscopes, lab animals were fine. The frogs weren't in any trouble, but just generally salvaging equipment, getting stuff out of there. And I had to go into the dark room. This is where they did their cellular photography. So this isn't just regular photography. The dark room was used for processing super tiny, microscopic photography, so you can look at cells. Hey, Drew, have some decorum.
Go, finish your story.
Yeah. So I went in, and this was for super tiny cell. You're tracking blood, I think.
Yeah, no.
Super tiny, cellular photography, and I was going through all these jars of chemicals and stuff. Ooh, free katana. Okay. Going through, and there's all these biohazard warning signs, and I was like, oh, this stuff seems like trouble. And moving some of the equipment out, just getting the sensitive electronics away from the water so they don't get ruined. And I was looking at the different chemicals. And so, one of them was like, oh, this is ethidium bromide. And I was like, what is this? It's got a whole lot of writing warning me about touching it. It's oh, danger, mutagen, danger, immediately affects, absorbs through the skin, affects the eyes, heart, lungs, and brain. Oh, and I was like, wow.
Better touch it.
I decided to look it up on my phone, and it was oh yeah, this stuff, you can't just wear regular safety gear when handling it. You actually have to wear super special safety gear, and cleanup requires a hazmat level 2 degree license. And I was like, oh.
Or some guy cleaning.
Yeah, or just some guy with rubber gloves, which was me. And I went to Dad, and I was like, Dad, I'm a little concerned. There seems to be a whole lot that I need to know about in order to safely clean this shit up in the dark room. And he's like, oh, ethidium bromide? No, don't even worry about that. I was like, why? What do you mean don't worry about it? There's all these warnings. He's like, well, you don't need to really worry about that because your mother handled that stuff all the time back when she was pregnant with you in the 80s when there weren't all of those safety things in place.
So you're immune Because you had early exposure.
No.
No.
I'm just... if there's any effect of ethidium bromide on me, it's probably that. I think... And correct me viciously in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think the main use for ethidium bromide in cellular photography is it stains DNA a bright magenta color, so it doesn't just look like gray on gray. So basically, if I was in fact affected by it, that means I have bright-ass magenta DNA.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I believe you.
So I went and cleaned up, because Dad said to. Stupid mutagens.
Alright. Well, that was an excellent story, Brian. I'm glad you shared.
Thank you. I hope you like that one. This is a good story game.
As I'm just cleaning up all these body parts. There you go. Get in there. That's better.
We gotta do dirty work sometimes.
Alright. Is it empty of body parts now? No.
Nah, man. Don't even think about it. Ugh! Yeah, get in there. I feel like this is gonna be the last place you have to worry. Ugh. And that's far from the dirtiest job I ever had. There was my first job. Easily my worst job, and the bottom of the barrel for things I had to do. That was landscaping.
There we go.
Basically, I got this through a family friend. They're like, yeah, we need, we're doing the lawn, we're gonna be doing some gardening, so, you know, we're expanding the garden, so, you know, we could use some help with yard work. You burn up, yeah, there you go. So I would go over there, and they're like, oh, that's awesome, would you like some lemonade? I was like, yes, I would love some lemonade. Alright, so the shovel's over here, and what I need from you is, and he points. The guy points in his driveway, there's a titanic pile of shit.
Shit. Define shit for me.
Manure.
Manure.
Hot manure.
Hot day.
It was like
Blacktop.
88 degrees on the blacktop. It was like freakishly hot out. And muggy. And they're like, we need this shit everywhere. This is like 200-300 pounds of manure. We just had a truck come and dump it on our driveway. We need you to spread this over the whole area, like all around our big suburban upper middle class yard.
Brian, would you say you needed a hand?
Yeah, thank you. I could have used one. So not only was it backbreaking, where I had to shovel this hot stinky manure into a wheelbarrow, cart it across the yard, and then shovel it all over, like get it nice and well spread. There was also apparently some enterprising flies who had laid eggs in it, I guess, earlier. Because as I was shoveling the crap, there was maggots in it. They were just like little white pieces of rice wriggling around in this shit. And I kept shoveling in, and like sometimes they would get chopped in half and flip out and leak goo. I was like, this is the grossest thing. With a nose full of poop and a shovel full of maggots. This is the grossest job I'll ever have. And it was.
Did you just walk out or something?
No, I finished.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. I got a work ethic. That was when I was 12 years old.
Man, you have changed.
No.
No.
Shut up. I still shovel you into my car and drive you around.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. Thank you for giving me a lift.
You're welcome.
Yeah. That was, I think, my worst job. Not even including when I worked at the call center.
Oops.
Call center was maybe one of the most soul-draining jobs.
I hear that from people who work in that sort of place.
Yeah. It wasn't even like a telemarketing center. It was actually like surveys for like elections and things like that. So you would ask people like their it was like a surveying, like, oh, do you think public transportation could be improved? What are the issues that you care about? Yada, yada, yada. These are things that politicians would use as like talking points. Oh. So, I mean, it makes sense. It's like, oh, this is just asking people like, oh, are you satisfied with your service? not even trying to like pitch them anything, like asking them how they like their cable. We're doing it for people that already have cable, and we're just asking them like, oh, are there any channels that you would like? How satisfied are you with the product you're currently paying for? So that kind of thing. But some people, they got pissed as shit just asking them for their opinions.
Oh shit, the water gets bloody.
Yeah, you have to rinse it through the rinser. You put it through there already. It was that little disposal or whatever, the green thing.
Yeah, I saw it. I remember it. It's right here, actually.
Great job.
Come on. Man, cleaning sucks.
Yeah.
There.
But we would basically just sit in little... Did you spill all the blood? Drew, did you spill all this blood? Oh no, it just kicks it out.
It just makes a new one.
So you gotta put that in the other end. I think that's what you're supposed to do. You put that one in the back of it, and a fresh one comes out. But you knocked the old one out. Pick that up.
So it's all bloody.
So that goes in there. Good enough.
Oh.
Great.
No, you just get more.
Okay, so you just leave that. Throw that bucket in the burner. Yeah, but
I can't burn objects.
Ooh. Man, the collisions are upset. Good enough. But yeah, people will get so grumpy cranky when you ask them for their opinions, apparently. Ooh. Yum.
Did anyone, like, overtly yell at you?
Yeah, sometimes people just wanted to scream at you.
Well,
Ooh.
basically you're not people when you work in that kind of place.
Yeah, that's true.
In the minds of others. By the way, if you ever have a gun you need to get rid of, just toss it in a fire.
Yeah, just toss it in a fire.
Nothing bad will happen.
Problem solved. Yeah.
Even this bucket goes in the fire.
He's getting angry. There's a statue. Price the statue.
My first job, I was waiting tables. I worked there about 2 days. Then I found out some news about you having a certain medical thing. And I was very upset.
Oh, when I got diagnosed with the cancer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
And I was like, I really need to go. I was still training, so it's not like I was putting anyone out. And I was like, I need to go see my brother.
They're waiters. They're all put out anyway.
Yeah. And I quit that same instance.
Huh.
I said that, and he said, well, you know, I'm sorry to hear about your brother, but you going to see him isn't going to cure his issue. And I just looked... He said, you can't cure cancer by being there for your family. I took off my apron and I left, and I never went back. They kept calling me like, you coming in? What's going on? I was like,
Fuck no.
Fuck that guy. No. I wasn't having that. Come on, you...
I had fun with that.
Yeah, so treat your people well.
Oh.
Always treat people well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I feel like I haven't made very much progress.
That's okay.
Ooh.
Well,
maybe I can just make a bigger mess.
No, Drew. Next time on Game Over, guys, Drew maybe paints the room red.